Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 50.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that. That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Now Mayfield. Swings this out for Hunt. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's finished off by a Todd Gurley touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up first and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Powers through, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early. Ran through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
A run for Nick Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Mayfield to throw it. And finding the tight end, Hooper. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
The drive starts with a completion left side, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and he picks up the 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Brady. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the 1st down play. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st down coming up. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Shotgun now for Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Falcons send out their punter. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, every Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
A gain of 3, second down. Play fake, Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His second catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Second and 12. To throw, Mayfield. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Mayfield down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
That's taken on the 25. So it'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do. Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, throw left side, complete. That's Wood. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
53 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Play action, now it's Brady. That is caught by Thielen. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Brady. To the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Brady. And that'll be incomplete. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Now Brady. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Here's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. That throw by Brady, incomplete. Tried to go back again to Adam Thielen, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Brady to throw.
A throw for Thielen once again. This time it's complete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Now Brady again. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Brady.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the 2nd half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on, so plenty can still happen. Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Brady.
They'll get this out to Gurley.
And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And some room to run now. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
And by the way, for those of you that think Todd Gurley may have lost a step, I think you can look at this play as evidence that that is indeed not the case.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for two? Brady will look to throw for it. Fighting to stay upright. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Mayfield on play action. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's third down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll come on for his fifth kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return.
Todd Gurley heading back out along with the rest of the Atlanta offense.
He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first down, it's Gurley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, it's Brady. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage, 50 yards. And the Falcons are starting to pour it on at the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Coup for the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Cleveland offense making their way out. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. On third down, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 21 yards there on third down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On first and 10, Mayfield. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield, and it's third down. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, but now it's third down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here, as this is toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side, you know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game, but that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. The throw there by Brady, intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Landry, agile foot. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 0 turnovers in this game so far. The trend continues, but barely. Offense lucky that one went out of bounds.
Yeah, they're very fortunate because when a game's going along like this one and neither side has turned the ball over, sometimes that first one can really flip things to their advantage in this type of a game.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 44. Mayfield to throw it. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
Mayfield on 1st down. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Mayfield with it once more. Again, he's got that man Landry. And he is going to have the Browns 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 12-yard line.
Now Mayfield. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
the 17-yard line.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Now a handoff for Gurley. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They run. It's Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
162 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Brandon, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Now it's Gurley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, just like last play. And it's over. The Lombardi Trophy belongs to the Falcons. Yes, the Atlanta Falcons are the Super Bowl champions.